Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode on the At Home Dive YouTube channel. As always, my name is Joey, and today we're in the kitchen making a classic. Today we're going to be making French toast, so all-time favorite. So sit back, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive right in. So today on the counter we have a pretty simple list of ingredients. We do have one loaf of French bread here. We're not going to use the whole thing. We're going to cut 4 pieces off of it. 1 egg. We have 1/4 cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of butter that are separated here. We have salt. We're only going to use 1 pinch of that, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon today. So with this pretty simple list of ingredients, let's get started. We're just going to go ahead and cut 4 pieces of bread off of the loaf of French bread, and we're going to cut those about 1.5 inches thick at about a 45-degree angle. And what that's going to do is going to give us bread that looks about like this. It's nice and soft and fluffy. And then we're just going to set it aside because we're not going to need that for now. We need to make the batter real quick. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to crack the yolk in the egg, and we're going to beat it with a fork. You can use a whisk to do this if you'd like, but I like using a fork, and I'll show you why here in just a second. Once the egg's nice and fluffy, we're going to go ahead and add 1 small pinch of salt to it there. Put the milk in, the cinnamon, and the vanilla extract. Now that all of those things are in, we're just going to beat it in together until it becomes smooth. This is the batter itself that we're going to use to make the French toast. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get the pan ready and then make the French toast itself. Alright, so we have a large nonstick pan here, and we're going to heat this over medium-low heat for now. We just want to get it nice and warm, but not super hot. And when we do this, we're going to go ahead and put the butter in here. I'm going to put both tablespoons of butter in here, but the reason it's separated is in case you have a smaller pan and you only need to put 1 in there for now. We're going to watch this get going, and we'll be right back. Meanwhile, back on the countertop, you see that we still have our batter here, and some of the cinnamon is going to separate out, and that's more than fine. You'll see why in just a second. We're going to take the bread, and we're just going to place it down in here, and this is why we use a fork. And we're just going to turn it right over. So as you can see here, our butter's starting to bubble up, and that means that it's getting nice and warm. And we're going to go ahead and drop the heat just a touch, and we're going to add in the French toast. You don't want the pan going crazy, but you do want it to have a little bit of action to it. We're just going to repeat the process with the French toast again. We're just going to let it hang out here. As you can see around the edges, it is starting to bubble really lightly, but it's not going crazy. It's just a nice, low and slow cook. So you want to make sure it gets color. You want it to be warm enough to to form a nice crust on there, but you don't want it to be gooey or dark. So it's been about 1.5 minutes now, and as you can see, it's still bubbling lightly here. We're just going to take that same fork, we're going to turn it over, and as you can see here, it's nice and starting to take a little bit of color. It's not dark, it's not hard, but it's nice and soft, and just starting to get a little bit of texture. So we're going to let this cook for about another 1.5 minutes just to make sure the other side gets about the same brownness to it, and then we'll be completely done. So as I said, it's been about 1.5 minutes, and we're just going to turn it back over. If you see here, now we're starting to get that same nice color and texture to it. That means that we are done. So we're going to go ahead and kill the heat, and we're going to put it on a plate. Nothing finishes French toast off like a good bit of maple syrup. That is how you make French toast. So that wraps us up on how to make French toast. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to give yours a dusting of powdered sugar if you prefer. If you liked the video, be sure to subscribe. Enjoy your day.